All right, good morning, guys. So today's class is going to be on footwork and boxing. So we'll be doing a little bit of shuffling, some step drags. We'll be doing a lot of footwork stuff, mostly with punches, but we might throw in a couple kicks depending on how much time we have left at the end of the class. So we're going to start, as we always do, with a really good warm-up. So you guys are going to do 100 jumping jacks, 25 push-ups, 100 crunches, and then that'll be the warm-up for the day. Okay, so today's class, like I said, is going to be on footwork and some punching, some boxing stuff, and then maybe, depending again, like I said, on time, footwork into kicks. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to define the footwork steps that we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to turn the camera down a little bit. I'm going to show you what I mean. So, a little bit more. I don't want to be like 20 feet away from the camera. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go left leg forward, right leg back, half moon stance, hands on guard. Make sure you keep your hands up here the whole time. The first step that we're going to go over today is simply a step. So you're going to take the lead leg and you're going to step forward with that. So if I'm here, I'm just stepping into it. I'm not trying to open my stance up wider. All I'm doing is making my stance longer. So I'm going to be here, left leg forward, right leg back, hands on guard. I've got my step. Then I also have one with the back leg, step. All I'm doing is I'm buying about that much space, which is either going to get me closer to the bad guy or further away. So left leg forward, right leg back. You're going to go step, back, step, back, step, back, step, back. You're going to do 10 going forwards on the left, 10 going backwards with the right. You're going to switch your stance. Same thing, you're going to switch your hands, right hand in front, left hand back. You're going to go step, 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 step. 10 on the right going forwards, 10 on the left going backwards. So you guys are going to, I'm breaking my own stuff now. You guys are going to do that for a minute and a half. Again, 10 on the left going forwards, 10 on the right going backwards. Switch your stance, 10 on the right going forward, 10 on the left going backwards. A minute and a half, just keep switching back and forth the whole time. All right, guys, have at it. All right, good stuff. Okay, so the next one is going to be the step drag. So it looks almost identical to the step that we just did, except there's going to be a drag with that back leg. So what I want it to look like is going to be this. So you're going to be here, again, left leg forward, right leg back. You're going to step, and then you're going to drag your foot back, and then you're going to step all the way back to where you started from. Step, drag. When you do this step, I want you to think about pushing off of this back leg into this front one. And then you reset, and then you reset. Again, you're moving forward in equal distance. So before, on the first one, we stepped, we were longer, but this leg didn't come with us. What I want us to do now, same size step, but the back leg is going to drag up. That's how you do it forward. And again, you can do it right leg forward, step drag, come back, step drag, come back. You can also do it in the reverse where you're going away. So you're going to push off the front leg into this back leg. Here, back, here, back. Again, you're going to switch your stance. Here, back, here, back. So the way that we're going to work this drill to work on the footwork is you're going to go step drag forwards, push, step drag backwards. Forwards, plant the heel, make sure your feet are flat, push back. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Give yourself a pause at the end of the footwork each time so that you're not like pop, 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 pop. Forward, pause, backwards, pause. You'll do 10 forwards, backwards on the left side. Switch your stance. 10 forwards, backwards on the left side. You guys are going to do that for a minute and a half. All right, go. All right, guys. So the next step is going to be a shuffle, right? So we do a lot of different ways to shuffle. I'm going to give you guys more of an aggressive shuffle today. Instead of our shuffle being out of a side horse stance, we're going to do our shuffle from a half moon stance. So the way that it's going to look, again, crank this thing down. I'll go, this will be your left leg, this will be your right leg. Your shuffle is going to go step almost into a horse stance. A horse stance should be wider. You're going to step and then out. So again, step, out. When you land, it's heel, toe, heel, toe. So I'm here and it's going to go 1, 2. So it's pretty simple. 1, 2. Now, the important part is that I don't walk in front. So if I have a step, what you shouldn't be doing is if my heel is in line with this, I shouldn't be going past. Actually, it should be on the toes. So I shouldn't be going here, here. What I should be doing is here, here. And then back, same thing. Here, here. Reset. Here, here. Now you'll notice when I'm doing this, I'm moving straight towards you. I'm not going off to the side. What I want to do is move straight forward. Now you can do it a little quickly, get a little bit of speed into it. Here, 1, 2. The problem, the faster you go, the more what's going to happen is, watch my head on this one. The faster you go, the more you look like you're a horse galloping. You want to make sure you don't do that. Your head stays level the whole time. So I'm here, shuffle in, shuffle back. Shuffle in, shuffle back. Now to shuffle backwards, all you're going to do is the same thing in reverse. I'm going to go shuffle forward, shuffle backwards. Again, same thing, not going forward and then not going behind. Half step forward, half step back. Half step forward, half step back. Guys, everything's been the same. We all know this. Drill is going to be 10 forwards, 10 backwards with the left leg in front, switch your stance, 10 forward with the right, 10 backwards with the left. You're going to switch between each side. So 10 on the left side, going forwards and backwards, switch, 10 on the right, going forwards and backwards. You guys are going to do that for a minute and a half, all right? Go. All right, next one, the final step is going to be the shuffle through or a step over. So that's going to be exactly like the shuffle, but it's going to do the one thing that I said not to do during the shuffle, and that's where one foot is going to pass by the other one. So it'll look like this. You'll be here. You're going to go forwards here. Same thing going backwards. You're going to go beyond the foot. So watch. I go past that front foot that is now my back one, and then I step forward again into a good half moon stance. Same thing going backwards. Past the leg that wasn't back, that's now the front one, and then I pull that one backwards. Just like before, I don't want to be shifting over, so I don't go cross my stance, step out, or backwards go twist my stance, step out. I should be here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And again, just like we were talking about a minute ago, when it comes to the speed aspect, make sure you're not galloping. On the shuffle, it's not as hard to not gallop. When you do the crossover, it gets really hard. So you're here, a lot of people will go, they'll come up on the ball of the foot. If you watch my feet, when I'm doing this, I'm not going up and then down, because that'll give you that gallop. I keep it flat. I stay on the heel, not up like this. So watch, I'll go a little bit fast. 1, 2, 1, 2. I keep my feet relatively flat, so that way I avoid that gallop. So you're going to do left leg forward, right leg back, 10 step overs forward, 10 step overs backwards, switch to the right leg, 10 forwards, 10 backwards, a go. You're going to go for 10, not 10 minutes, I can't even talk. You're going to go for a minute and a half, 10 forwards on the left, 10 forwards on the right, go. Okay, so we've got the footwork down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rotate through the 4 different kinds of footwork with basic punches, right? So all of these require that, quote unquote, the bad guy is out of range. You can't hit them, so you need to close the distance either a little bit or a lot of it. So the first one we're going to go over is the step. So you're going to get on guard. Let me scooch this back a little bit so you can see the whole. I'm horrible. So we're going to be here, hands up, and I'm going to go step, jab, reset, step, jab, step, jab, step, jab. Now, one thing that's really important is watch this front leg. When I step jab, I don't want to step into a side horse stance. I want to stay in a half moon stance where my toes are pointed directly forward. I'm here, step, jab, reset. Step, jab, reset. Switch your stance. Now the right leg's going to be in front. Step, jab, step, jab, step, jab. So that's going to be the first step. The next part of this, we're going to go here, switch our stance. We're going to go step, drag, jab, step, drag, back. Step, jab, back. Step, drag, jab, step, drag, jab. Don't worry on the timing. Some people get really worried. It's like, when do I punch? Right now, just kind of go at your own pace. You'll go step, punch. Some of you guys might try to get the jab and the step at the exact same time. Don't worry so much about that. So the way it's going to work is you're going to go step, hit, reset. Step, hit, reset. 10 times. Then step, drag, hit, reset. Step, drag, hit, reset. 10 times. Switch your feet. Start all over again. Step, jab, 10 times. Step, drag, jab, step, drag, back, 10 times. So total of 20 on the left. 10 step drag, switch your stance, go to the right side. 10 step jabs, then 10 step drag jabs. All right, this one you're going to go for 2 whole minutes. Nice, slow, easy pace. I don't want you guys winded at the end of this, like, I don't want you to be tired. Nice and slow. You want to be here, focused on not lifting, just step, hit, step, drag, hit. 10 on the right, 10 on each side of each drill. On the left, 10 of each on the right. All right, 2 minutes, go. All right, so the next thing is going to be pretty easy. We're going to do the shuffle into the jab and then the step over into the jab. So it's going to look the exact same way. We're going to go here. Good stance, hands on guard. You're going to shuffle, jab, shuffle back, shuffle, jab, shuffle back. Switch your stance, same thing. shuffle, jab, come back, shuffle, jab, come back. Again, work a really good jab, nice good guard. Then you're going to switch again. Then we're going to do the step over. So step over, jab, step back, passing through, over, jab, clear through, over, switch your stance, over, jab, reset, over, jab, reset. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we just got done doing. You're going to do 10 shuffle jabs, then 10 crossover jabs on the left side, switch your stance to the right, 10 shuffle jabs on the right, and then 10 step over jabs on the right. Switch back and forth between the left and the right. Every time you're going to do 10 of each. 2 whole minutes. Enjoy. Okay, so now what we're going to work on is we're going to be adding another level of difficulty, and that we're going to be adding a second punch. So to start, we're going to go really simple. You're going to go step, jab, and then you're going to throw a right hand whatever punch. So you'll be here, baby step, jab, then you might throw a cross, you might throw your jab, and then a hook, or a jab, and then an uppercut, or a jab, and then a back fist, or a step jab, maybe an elbow. I don't really care what the second punch is, but what I want you to get into the habit of is when you close that distance, be ready to throw more than one punch. So 2, 3, 4, 10. So you'll be here, 1, 2, or 1, 2, or 1, 2. You're going to throw at least one follow-up for right now. So the way that you're going to do this, from your half moon stance, step, jab, second punch. Reset, step, jab, next punch. If you want, you can change the punch every single time until you find one that you like. If you know one that you really want to work on, just do all 10 of that same 2-punch combo. But if you're not quite sure or you're newer to it, what I want you to do is kind of play around with the angles on that second punch until you find one that you really like, and then keep focusing on that one. Same thing as before, you're going to go 10 with the left leg in front, switch, 10 on the right. We're going to go for 2 whole minutes, switching back and forth every time. Again, once you get that 2-punch combo that you really like, I would just focus on that one for a while. We're going to be doing a lot of punching today, so you'll have plenty of time to work on different versions and different variations. So if you get one that you like for the next 2 minutes, kind of stick with that, and then in 2 minutes we'll change it. All right? 2 whole minutes, go. All right, so the next one, we're gonna work on the step drag. So the exact same thing that we just got done doing, you're gonna do it with your step drag. So again, step drag, jab, throw that second punch. Now here's where we're gonna change things just a little bit. Whatever two-punch combo that you liked on the second one, try a new one, okay? So we have one, whatever it was that you liked doing. What I want you to do now is find a different one. Now there's only gonna be so many comfortable or good combinations, so I don't need you to get like front two knuckle, inverted spinning ridge, uppercut, back fist. Whatever it is, make it simple. Step drag, jab, body head. Step drag, jab, uppercut. Step drag, jab, hook punch. Step drag, overhand. Whatever it is, again, 10 on the left, switch your stance, 10 step drag jabs, +1 on the right. 2 whole minutes on your own, go. Okay, so now I'm going to combine the next two because they're pretty simple, right? They're very similar, but the step and the step drag are far more common when we're sparring or boxing than the shuffle over or the shuffle. So we're going to combine those two. So it's going to be the same combination, one punch and then another one. But this time you're going to go step drag, hit 1, 2, and then you're going to do a crossover, jab, then a second punch. So instead of us doing 10 shuffles, 10 shuffle step overs, you're going to do 10. 5 shuffles, 5 crossovers. Okay, you're going to do that again on the left, on the right, switching back and forth. This one we're going to go for a minute and a half because I kind of want to breeze past this just a little bit faster to get into the nice 3-punch combos that we're going to be working on in a minute. So a minute and a half, go. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the step and the step drag, and we're gonna add a third punch. Now here's where it's gonna be up to you to do on your, to kind of play with. I'm not gonna force you to go step, hit, other hand, other hand. So you could go, for instance, here, step, left, right, left. You could. The first two have to be step, jab, other hand. The third punch could be the same hand or it could be the other hand. So that's going to be up to you. And again, I want you to kind of play around with this. Like, what does your body position give you the opportunity to throw? So I'm here. You're going to go step, punch, jab, other hand. So for instance, my left leg is forward. Now it's going to be a right hand punch. And then from here, I'm going to throw my third punch on the opposite side. Maybe the next time I go 1, 2, 3. Maybe I go 1, 2, 3. Maybe I go 1, 2, 3. It's going to be up to you whether you use the same hand or the opposite hand for that third strike. Steps only. So not a step drag just yet. Step, you're going to go 10 on the right, 10 on the left, switching back and forth each time. 2 minutes, go. Okay, so some of you are going to notice that as you were getting more into this drill and you were really going for that third punch, you were beginning to step drag. If you felt that, what I want you to do is this next version that we're going to do, go back and do the last drill instead of this next one and focus on making sure that back leg doesn't get lazy and just kind of scoop up with us. What I really wanted to focus on was step small, boom, boom, boom. If you notice you were stepping bigger and back leg was dragging up, the easy way to fix that is just a step smaller. So put something down on the ground in front of your foot that your foot can't pass over, and then that'll help fix the problem. If you didn't have that problem, good for you. Same drill off of the step drag. So step drag, jab, other hand counter, third punch. Again, the third punch can be same hand, other hand, doesn't really matter to me. Work those combinations. This one we're going to go 1.5 minutes on. Go. Okay, so we've done step, step drag, 1, 2, and 3 punch combinations. We did the shuffle, the crossover, the shuffle through. There's a bunch of different names for it. I've called it a bunch of different things. The shuffle is where your feet come together and then separate, or at least the same line. The crossover or the step through is where it passes past the other one. Those are all pretty simple combination drills with good footwork. What I want you guys to focus on right now is something that we call shadow boxing. So you're going to stand there and you're going to beat up this imaginary opponent. What I want you to focus on is using the footwork as we did today. So a lot of the times when we're sparring, when we're doing 10-point sparring, whatever it is, you guys have this tendency. I used to have this forever until my instructor really harped on me for like a year to get rid of it. I used to cross my feet. So I'd be standing here and I'd cross my legs, or I'd gallop into it, or when I'd shuffle, I'd move off to the side, which can be good. But for right now, what I want you to do is focus on step, hit, moving around, step, hit. So you're going to be moving a whole lot. When you go to attack, what I want you to do is focus on utilizing step, step drag, shuffle, or a crossover. We're going to do this really slow because you guys are going to go for a full 4 minutes, okay? We're going to give you 15-second breaks every 45 seconds. So 45 seconds on, 15 off. 45 on, 15 off for 4 whole minutes. So you're going to get 4 45-second repetitions with 4 15-second breaks. That's going to be it. That's what we're going to work on today. That's a nice way to kind of end this is you get all of these pieces, you shove them together, and then you kind of do it on your own. If you guys have the option where you have a partner there, the partner is just going to be standing in front of you, and you can use them. Don't hit them, please. If you don't have anybody, just use your imagination. If you have a heavy bag, you can use a heavy bag. Problem with a heavy bag is if it moves too much, you're going to be off on your timing. So just use whatever it is that you have. If you have nothing, I've got nothing in my gym right now, so I'd have to shadow box in the air. So work that good footwork, start slow so you can really focus on those feet moving the way that we've been drilling all class. 4 minutes on your own. Enjoy. All right, guys. So that is a footwork boxing drill. We didn't get to the kicks. Sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. So we didn't get to the kick part. We'll do the kick part probably later, right? Not this week, but probably like a week following that. Yeah, guys, I hope you had a good week. Enjoy this class. Have a good weekend, and I will see you guys all next week for your private lesson. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.